snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Ford. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Hornet, Cricket, Griffin.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford going back to work with another first down.
Green 25. Go.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together.
4-2 Snyder.
They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To throw, it's Horvat. The sure hands, it's Chapman. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Here's the pressure. Working on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Chapman. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Next up, 6. 2nd down coming up.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
7, Navy, 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll go to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Pressure coming. Wide open, makes the catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Midshipman. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll return it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lasso! Lasso! Ringo! Ringo!
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Good timing on the quick out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Easy.
Looking for room. It's Ford. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Finds his man, it's Chapman. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
So now it's second and long. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. There he goes. The ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Navy! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Cardinal! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Horvat. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
This one's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Power football with the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Here's the give off the left side. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Cardinal. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. Listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking ball.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the two, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Stanford, 38, Navy, 24.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Hand off to the fullback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.